What I do is I bring technology and filter out all the stuff that's out there and make it understandable and usable for every person. You know, the technology is changing so much that what people need is that curation, that filter that helps them figure out what it is that really could make a difference in their personal lives and their professional lives. So with all the sessions that I do, I'm really focusing on how I can find those few apps or few social tools that really can make a difference for them. Once upon a time, I guess all stories start that way. I got started as a meeting planner by accident because I was with a physics organization, and my boss 30 years ago, Dean of Physics at Columbia University, said, "Would you be interested in doing meetings?" I said, "Sure, what does it take?" He goes, "Nothing much." Came back to me 2 weeks later, told me I was in charge of the next meeting for 1,500 people, and that's how I got into the industry. I started teaching right away because my boss, same guy, put one of the first IBM ATs on my desk and said, "Learn it, it's your future." And I became proficient and loved teaching it, and that just developed. And about 20 years later, when I broke out on my own, I figured the one thing I really want to do full-time is teach and teach technology. So it all tied to that one boss 30 years ago who had the vision that I didn't have. You know, a lot of stuff's teaching me. Everything's changing so much. I'm a constant consumer of a lot of the apps out there, such as Zeit and Flipboard, where I can get a lot of my technology stuff. There's also a great book, and funny enough, I can't remember the title right now, but it's about what everyone thinks is the most perfect, elegant story that they ever heard. A lot of it dealing with science and dealing with industry, but there's a wonderful website called The Edge where these people are sharing what they think is the best thing, the best story that's out there. And it's really incredible. So reading that from a personal perspective, reading all the great technology that's out there from a connectivity perspective, just keeps me so charged up in doing what I'm doing. I love my wife, and it's my 27th anniversary, so the coolest thing in the world is having her here with me at the conference this week. I love my music, and for me, that's my passion outside of my teaching, and I love rock and roll, and I love teaching, I love sharing. So I get to do all the things I love every day, and there's nothing better than that. I think it's critical to have face-to-face meetings for the reason that we are human beings, and we need to meet with people. Until a few more generations pass, and we come to a point where we're so comfortable on the technology tools and the virtual tools, maybe, just maybe, we'll move away from that. But that's not going to happen in our lifetime or the lifetime of the next generation. We need to connect. We need to put that voice, that content that we've heard online with somebody to make it real. So the online is great, and it's a killer tool to be able to bring people together, but it doesn't cement that relationship until you can see the person eye to eye. You know, what I want to share is just keep learning, keep focusing on all the stuff that's out there. There's so much change going on, and while it's very intimidating for people, it's so cool to be able to understand what's out there and not be afraid of trying something new, be it an app, be it social media, whatever it might be. It's really, really critical to try. Don't worry about failing, that's okay. But make sure you keep pushing that envelope and learning more and more.